at a point 30 mm above the base. Draw the front view and sectional top view. Okay. Now let me draw the solution for this problem. So solution can be obtained in 5 steps. So you remember 5 steps to get the solution for such problems. Okay. Let me briefly explain about what is pyramid. So this is hexagonal pyramid. A B C D E F is the base. Let me mark the center line. It is axis. So this is axis length. O and O1 is the axis length. If you see from top, it looks like a point. So O is visible and O1 is not visible. Okay, this is important because it is a line. Join OA, OB, OC. This is OA is slant edge, OB is a slant edge, OC is a slant edge, OD slant edge, OE slant edge, OF slant edge. AB is base edge, BC is base edge, CD is base edge, DE is base edge, EF is base edge, FA is base edge. If I see from top, I can see this base is visible. Let me draw the base. Base is a hexagon. Similarly for pentagon, base will be pentagon. Then join the diagonals to get axis. So if you see from top, O is visible, this one O is visible, and O1 is not visible. So this point is A, this is B, C, D, E, F. So AB is base edge, BC is base edge, CD is base edge, DE base edge, EF base edge, FA base edge. OA slant edge, OB slant edge, OC slant edge, OD slant edge, OE slant edge, OF. So these slant edges are visible. If you see from top, OA visible, make OA dark, OB visible. If you see from top, OB visible. Like that, all slant edges are visible. How to construct the given polygon? Whether you have to keep one side perpendicular to XY line or parallel to XY line or at some angle. That depends on the question. Suppose in the question, the base edge is perpendicular to VP, means this is VP. So this is the line. This line indicates it is perpendicular to VP. So this way I have to construct the hexagon. Suppose if the base edge is parallel to VP, means this way, you draw the line parallel to VP. So this line is parallel to VP. So draw first one line parallel to VP, then construct the given polygon. This indicates one base edge is parallel to VP. This indicates this should be drawn always on left hand side. So this should be drawn always near to VP. So this indicates one base edge is perpendicular to VP. Sometimes base edge is inclined. In that case, you have to draw one line inclined some given angle. On this you mark the base edge, then construct the required polygon like this. So this indicates, this shows one base edge, one of its base edges is inclined to VP at some angle. Okay. So let me draw. Step number 1 is to draw front view and top view of a given problem. So step number 1, what is that? Step number 1 is to draw front view and top view. This is step number 1. That means you have to draw the projections of solids in simple position. Get or not? Stage 1 you have to draw. So this is XY line, right VP and HP, front view and top view. So in this question, one of this base edges is parallel to VP. So I should draw like this. I have to keep one side parallel to XY line. This means this base edge is parallel to VP. Now construct the remaining portion of the hexagon. So this should be regular hexagon. Not like this. We should draw regular hexagon. That means all sides and all interior angles should be equal. So always you have to use this formula. Exterior angle is given by 360 degrees by n. Always use this. Okay. N stands for number of sides of the polygon. Here polygon is hexagon. So n is 6. So 360 by 6 is 60 degrees. 60 degrees. So you have to take exterior angle 60 degrees. This should be 60. This should be 60. This should be 60. This way you have to construct the. Okay. First you draw exterior angle, then mark the required length. Then again you draw exterior angle, mark the required length. This way. If it is pentagon, then it will be 5. You see n is 5. 360 by 5 is 72 degrees for pentagon. So take 72, 72, 72 like that. Okay, this formula is important. Use exterior angle always for drawing any polygons. Okay. Now join the diagonals. You get the center point. It is not center point. It is axis. So this is axis. If you see from top, O visible and O1 is not visible. Okay. So always this extreme left point should be A. Always extreme left point should be A. This is A. This is B, C, D, E, F. First you mark extreme point should be A and it should be visible. Mark A, then mark other points in anti-clockwise direction. Suppose the polygon is something like this. Here we have two extreme points on left. This is also extreme left point. This is also extreme left point. Extreme left point should be A and it should be visible. So if I mark this one, this as A, if I see from front, A is not visible because this point is coinciding here. That's what this point should be A. Extreme left should be A and it should be visible. Then mark other points in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. What is the side length? So this dimension is important. The side length is 25 mm. Okay, now project the axis. Always you have to draw the axis first. Then mark axis length from XY line. So from here you mark XY line. So this point is O1 dash. From here you take axis length is 65 mm. Take 65 and mark. This is O dash. O and O1 is the axis. If I see from top, it is a point. Then draw the projectors through all the points here up to XY line. B and F, C and E and D. So this point A is visible if I see from front. A is visible, B is visible, dash B dash is visible, C is visible, D is visible, D dash. E, because if I see from front, E is coinciding with C. E is not visible. So write inside the figure, E dash. F also same, it is coinciding with B. So F is not visible. So write inside the figure, F dash. Then join OA, OB, OC in order first with light line, thin line. Join all these. These are the slant edges. OA, OB, OC, these are the slant edges in front view. All these are slant edges. OA is slant edge in front view. OA here slant edge in top view. Same OB slant edge, OC slant edge, OD slant edge, OE slant edge, OF slant edge. Okay. Then mark the axis line. It is 65 mm. So step number 1 is over. You have drawn front view and top view of a given figure. Now step number 2 is you have to cut the object. You have to cut the object as per the conditions given in the problem. In the problem, the section plane is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Parallel to HP means it is a horizontal line. Section plane is horizontal. If I draw a line like this, so this line is parallel to HP. Okay, and it is passing through the axis. At what distance? 30 mm above the base. So this is base. Always you have to mark the point on the axis. You should not mark on the slant edges. Always you should mark the point on the axis. It is from the base. It is above the base. From here you have to mark 30 mm distance. path like this, and through that you draw a section plane. So it is cutting axis. Okay, first dash, last dash is thick. So these are the arrowheads. This shows that direction of viewing the object. That means top viewing section. AA. So the distance. So this distance is, how much it is? 30 mm. Okay, now which portion you want to remove? The portion between the observer and the section plane. So for top view, observer will be here. Observer. Whether you have to remove this half or this half, upper half or lower half. Which portion is between observer and section plane? So this portion. So this portion you have to remove. So after removing this portion, make the remaining portion dark. Make the remaining portion dark. So if I see from front, P point visible. So from here to here dark. C point visible. Again from here to here dark. Okay. So this is step number 2 is over. Step number 3 is to mark the section point correctly. To mark the section points correctly. That is important. There will not be any section points on the axis. No points should be marked on axis. We get section points only on edges. Only on edges you can see the section points. So how many are there? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually how many are there? We'll see. 4 are there or more are there. Whether 4 are there or more are, we'll see. To mark the section points, see the top view, OA slantage. OA slantage in the same front view. We check the front view, OA slantage. Whether the section plane is cutting OA or not. So it is cutting here. If it is cutting here, you mark this point as 1. This is section point number 1. So point 1 is on OA. You can write down here. Point 1 is on OA. Go to next point B. It is OB slantage. Check this same slantage OB in the front view. This is OB slantage. B OB slantage. Now see whether it is cutting or not. Section plane is cutting or not. This one. So it is cutting here. This is section point number 2. So section point 2 is on OB line. 2 is on OB slantage. You can write there. Go to next point C. OC slantage. Check this same slantage in the front view. Whether section plane is cutting this OC or not, it is cutting here. So mark this point as 3. So point 3 is on OC. Go to next point D. Go to next point D. OD is the slantage. Check this same slantage in the front view. So this is OD. Whether it is cutting or not, so it is cutting here. This point is 4. So point 4 is on OD. Go to next point E point. OE. Whether it is cutting OE or not in the front view, it is cutting OE also. So mark same point as 5. 5 is on OE. Okay. Go to next point OF. It's cutting OF or not? It's cutting OF also. The same point is 6. So point 6 is on OF. So this way I have to mark the points correctly. So step number 3 is over. Now step number 4 is to transfer these section points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to other view by drawing vertical projectors. Okay, to transfer these points to other view, that is to top view, by drawing perpendicular projectors. Fourth step is to transfer the section points to other view. So through one you draw vertical projector. One is on which slantage? One is on OA. So OA is here. Up to OA you draw the line. So through one you draw line up to OA. Up to OA. This point is 1. Now second point. Point 2 is on OB. So OB, this is OB. Up to OB only you have to draw the line. So from second point you draw the line up to OB. So this is point number 2. Now third point. Third point is on which line? It is on OC slant edge. So this is OC slant edge. Up to OC only you have to draw the line. On third you draw the line up to OC. You should draw vertical projectors. This is third point. Fourth point. Point 4 is on OD. So this is OD. Up to OD you draw the line. Through 4 you draw vertical line up to OD. This is 4. 5. Same point is 5. 5 is on OE. Up to OE you draw the line. From 5 this point is 5. Similarly 6. 6 point. So 6 point is on OF. Up to AF you draw the line. This is 6th point. After that you join all these points in order. Point number 5 is join all these points in order. Join 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6 and 6, 1. So this is the sectional top view. This cut surface should be always shown with sectional lines. So these lines should be thin and they should run at 45 degrees and keeping a uniform distance. Okay. So after cutting, we can see a line up to 1 to A, B to 2 to B, 3 to C, 4 to D, 5 to E, 6 to F. Okay. So this is now sectional top view and this is front view. So you have drawn front view and sectional top view. So this itself is the true shape of the section. The same shape is the true shape because section plane is parallel to HP. So on HP you get the true shape of the section. Why you got true shape? Because section plane is parallel to HP. Okay. So the problem 1 is over. I will take up some more problems in the next class. Okay. This requires some 8 to 10 class to complete the sections of solids. Okay. We will continue in the next class. Thank you. Thank you very much.